Hello and welcome back to the Rugged Rockhound. It is Thursday, the day before I'm gonna actually post this video. So I've been sick for about a week and a half with COVID. It was rough. Really went right to my lungs, but I'm mostly over it now. So I'm glad I had the rock hounding video to post last week because I was sick, and then just barely managing to squeeze in this polishing video before it's time to post another video. Anyway, so today we're also going to slab a bit. So this is one of the ones I got early last summer, spring, is that really dark one. So I'm going to cut the end of it off right here because it's too long, and then I can rotate it and cut it this way. And I want to cut it thin because I want to see if it lets light through to see if there's anything cool in there because it's really dark otherwise. And then so far as like polishing and whatever, I've got this little basket here. So we'll just work through some of this stuff, whatever I can get through today. Got 2 potential cabochons, and then everything else I'm probably just going to kind of grind and dome into some kind of displayable specimen. We'll see. We'll get through it. And just, yeah. I think I'm going to start with this. This is some of that jasper that we got from that area up in the Antelope Canyon area. And he's got new wheels, and so we kind of need to break them in, so I figured this would be a great one. Kind of hard, and it needs a lot of grinding to dome it up and make something that looks pretty nice. So there we go. We're going to start with that. Also, I was also going to... So this one from the last video, I looked closely at it, and I didn't really get a good polish on it. So I'm going to start it over again probably here, and then work down to get a better polish on it, because it deserves a good polish. And here we go! I think this side will give more to look at, but it'll be more white. This one will have more red. Okay, I think this side will be the better one to grind up. Here we go. Yeah, sorry about the noise, but it looks like it's got fractures in here, and they go deep. So no matter how deep I go, I'm gonna deal with those fractures. So this isn't gonna be great because of that. But I think I'm just going to go that far because I still want it to have some part that looks nice. And this will be good to break in the wheels anyway. So I'll go ahead and run that down and polish it up. At the same time, I'm going to go ahead and finish repolishing that one. So we'll do those both together. Well, here we go. I repolished this and I'm looking closely at it. And yep, got rid of those scratches that were on it. So there we go, much better. And this one actually polished it pretty well. I can see a few tiny scratches, but mostly it's just fractures. And what did polish up is really quite nice. I really like that green. At the same time, so I just showed you those, at the same time the end came off of that piece, and that's how it looks. See, it's really dark, but you can see some translucency there, which is why I'm hoping so much that if I cut them thin, the bigger slices, it should look really nice. So that's what the end piece looks like, but we'll take a closer look when we finally cut a nice slice out of the bigger piece. Well, I just got the large black seam set back up. It's still too long to fit in his machine, so I'm going to actually cut the top of it off about that much, and then I'll be able to start slabbing it. So we'll have to cut that first, and then we'll get to it. Anyway, up next, let's play with a little bit of Clay Canyon material. Here we go. I think we'll grind this side and then a little bit of the top. I want to keep at least a little bit of the green. So here we go. Well, I think we're going to go with this. This material right here is really soft. I don't want to get too much into it or I'll lose too much of that. So I think that's what we're going to go with, and we'll just kind of polish all of this up and then make a nice flat base for it. I'm getting better. I turned the machines off so that it won't wreck the audio, at least at this moment. I forgot that I was going to try and do that to make sure the audio was good for you guys. Anyway, here it is all polished up. This looks really nice. I'm glad it had that Vericite in the center of it, or what used to be the center of something bigger in it, just that little piece that I had. But the piece itself looks great. And I did just hear the other machine actually drop, so we'll go grab it. It'll be the top piece, but what I'm wanting is those slabs. And so the next thing I'll be cutting out of it will be the slabs. Well, there it is. There's the top cut off. So that's what used to be exposed. That's what I just cut off. Now that should be enough so that it'll actually fit, and I'll start being able to get the thinner slabs off. Anyway, I mean, it still looks neat. So while I get that set up and let it cut, I think the next thing we'll work on is this little piece of red agate from Central Utah from, I don't know if this is from the Swell area or if this was over by Eric's Claim. Can't remember. Anyway, so I went to get it to start slabbing and it's still a little too wide, so I've got to cut a little bit more off the bottom of it, about that much, and then it'll fit. So we'll let it cut that off and then we'll start it slabbing. Anyway, here we go with this one. Great. Start by grinding down this side. Well, it's decent. It's not great. I'll still run it down and polish it up. But it's really fractured too. Well, it polished up a little better than I thought. The fractures aren't as bad as they seemed initially. And while, of course, they're still there, it still ends up being kind of nice. Great. Next, I've got this, which I already started doming because I had a little time while I was waiting for it to finish cutting. So I already domed this up, so it's ready to go ahead and just run it down and polish. So I'm going to polish that up. And then additionally, I think I'm going to play around with this piece. It's got some of those needles along the edge. So I want to kind of grind around and polish it. So I'm going to work on both of those. And here's the end piece. And it gives us a feel for how fractured it is. And most of the fracturing, of course, is on the edge. So deeper in, hopefully we'll get some nice solid pieces. Anyway, now that that's off, it's finally thin enough, or it finally fits in the vise. So it can now go ahead and start making slabs. So we'll start making slabs, and then I'm actually going to bring you over and we'll see the slab together as we see a thin enough one to see how the light maybe goes through it. Anyway, while we're waiting for that, of course, we will polish these two up. First up, there's the horn coral all polished up. That looks beautiful, doesn't it? Ah, such nice stuff. And here is this polished up. This is wonderful material. Isn't that beautiful? Here's the other side. Oh, that's nice stuff. Well, the slab isn't quite finished. I turned the machine off just to make it quiet, but it's almost there. It's not quite. So I'm going to start it back up, and we'll get started on the next thing while we're waiting for the slab to finish. I think the next thing I'm going to do is play around with this thing. So it's got this thin layer of green, and then all this quartz here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grind into it from the top and just see what I expose. Well, what do you think of that? That's actually quite nice, isn't it? I don't dare go much further because, look, that's all there is left to it. So we're going to leave those voids that are right there, and they'll just be part of it. But it is still kind of nice. But we're going to take a break because I heard the slab fall. So we're going to take a look at the first slab, see if we can get some light through it, and see if it looks better than the dark material. Here we go. Let's take a look at it together. I'll probably have to wipe it off with a cloth. So we got a cloth here. And let's open her up. Oh, well, there it is. Okay. It stayed in one piece, which means it's pretty solid stuff. That's good. All right. Okay, well, let's wipe it off now. And let's see if we get some light coming through it at all. Okay, it just kind of looks like what it always looked like, but oh, well, that's kind of cool, huh? So you've got the parts where it's kind of a smoky haze chalcedony, and then the really dark parts that are almost opaque. So That's how it looks on the surface. Don't want to glare the light. Let's bring it over here actually. So that's how it looks on the surface. See, it's got some color in it, dark stuff, but some color. And then you bring it over and shine the light through it. Well, that's pretty neat stuff. Here it is all polished up. Just a small little thing, but it's quite pretty. You know, the contrast with the voids still is pretty cool. I do like it though. The color is really nice. Sweet. Well, what shall we do next? I think we'll do another clay canyon. This should be really nice. It's really solid. It's got some blue. And this is flat, so I think I'll make this the bottom. And this is the side I'm going to try and dome, kind of, and polish up. So this is where it's going to hopefully look really nice. Here it is all polished up. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Clay canyon material, it never disappoints. Yeah, it'll just set like that, and very nice little display piece. All right, I think I'm still waiting for it to finish the last slab. So I think I'm going to do one more for this video, and that's where I'm going to end it. Question is, what do I want to do as the last thing? You know what? I think I'll just do one more of the red horn corals, just a small one. And there it is, all polished up. Nice, like the other one. Sweet. Well, that's the last one I'm going to polish for today. Now, I did hear the slab drop a little bit ago, so we are going to go take a look at that together because I cut this one thinner. So I'm hoping, as long as it stayed together, that being thinner, maybe we'll see even more. Okay, let's go take a look at it. Let's take a look at it together. How does it look? Should look like the other one, just thinner. And there it is, and it did stay together. See, much thinner. All right, let's clean it off really quick, or at least as much as we can for now. We'll get it clean more as we put it in the cat litter and wash it later down the road. All right, well, that's how it looks. And as we go to the light, okay, pretty similar to the other one. It's got the sections that are pretty clear, and then the sections that are just really dark. Okay, well, that's that material. It's decent, but not great. Anyway, it is really solid though. Look how little fracturing there is, so I do appreciate that. Anyway, that's all we've got for this video. We'll end with that. And kind of a shorter video, but like I said, I've been sick and I'm still coming out of it. I'm just happy to be feeling well again. It is March though, so maybe in the next couple weeks the weather will warm enough to where we can get an opportunity to go rock hounding. So hopefully, cross our fingers, we get warm enough weather this month to get out rock hounding and start our 2026 rock hounding season. Until next time, remember, there is treasure everywhere.